Hey guys, namaste, it's Yogini Kala. I am here today with your spirit message and I'm shuffling the cards while in the background Percy is playing with a very large box that I had to give it to him to play with. So you'll hear weird sounds that you'll wonder, what the heck is that? It's just the Percival. Shuffling the Osho deck and the Radiant. Oh, okay, I ended up with the Radiant Tarot deck. Okay, because I had dropped out. I didn't do a tarot last week, but I'm doing these spirit messages similar to Doreen Virtue's angel readings and some of the other wonderful YouTubers like Kellyanne Maddox, who I really like, very quirky British girl, very smart. Some other wonderful readers and so on, who talk about many, many different things. And I decided to focus on sort of messages for us, for our own healing in dealing with ourselves and the world. Let's just begin by chanting Om together, if you'd like to just do a quiet Om with me, or just listen along. Om. So let's get this reading started. Spirit messages. Okay, so the cards I pulled this week actually seem to be very practical. So spirit messages for this upcoming week, starting Monday through Sunday. Got the angelic energy of synthesis. Synthesis means to bring together, like the colors of the rainbow, the idea of multiples or multiplicity brought together and joined in a way that creates unity, creates oneness, creates something new. Like something new is born. Sorry, that is the Percy in the back. And I don't want to force him to be quiet. So synthesis, the angelic energy. And it has to do for some of us with money. I did feel like pulling a tarot this week, and so this is what came up. Two of Pentacles. This is the card upright, Two of Pentacles upright. You can see a man sort of dancing. There's a sense of duality. It's the two. One coin's up, one coin's down, and then you've got the eternal, the eternity symbol. And in the back there are ships on a very wavy sea. Not necessarily choppy, but there's definitely a sense of movement and motion. But it's reversed. So it appears that the spirit message this week does have to do with money and with how we feel that we're trying to, like many of us in this country and in the world, we're doing multiple things to try to balance our money, to create a sense of enough for us to meet our needs. So the Two of Pentacles, with him juggling upright, it implies that things are flowing smoothly. You're able to manage multiple jobs, maybe a full-time and a part-time, or two part-time, or you're going to school. But the money flow, you're able to juggle it. Because it's reversed, I'm going to say that there are two ways. It could mean that there's a sense of stagnation, that you're having some difficulty maintaining your money flow. You may feel really stretched in terms of doing enough work and being paid enough to be able to do this dance, to be able to keep things moving. So there's a sense that you may feel like things are dropping, that money is dropping out of your hands, even though you're trying to keep it going. So the angelic message of synthesis is maybe, is there something that we can bring together? Two of our talents maybe that can combine in an interesting way to create something new, to synthesize, like to put things together and have them meld. So there's some interesting duality in this message. We have patience, please. This is the fairy deck. At the bottom it says, what you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur. So things are set in motion. Maybe you've been praying, maybe you have been doing the work out in the world and praying and affirming and visioning to make some sort of change with your money situation. So angels are saying, the fairies are saying that they hear you and Spirit hears you, it's coming. Have patience. Know that your desires and your needs there is love and caring there for you, but multiple things need to move and shift before you can actually see it in this realm. And then interestingly, as I said, you've got the patience please, and at the same time below it in the Osho deck is the laziness card. This is a card that I always dislike personally getting. Okay, you see the man resting there. The things are cracking underneath him. He's in his bathrobe, he's got a drink in his hand, but there's a sense that he's like on thin ice. The idea is it's starting to crack. The laziness card, which is actually the Nine of Cups in Tarot, in Osho it means that you think everything is set. You think you've got everything rolling. You know, you've done the interview, you're waiting for something to come in the mail that says yes, or for the email that says yes. But the laziness card just means there's a little bit more you need to do. You're resting prematurely on your laurels or on your past efforts. So the duality here is they're saying have patience, but at the same time keep working. Isn't there a saying, pray but move your feet? So don't stop what you're doing. This isn't saying this is a character flaw. I'm not interpreting it that way, but more that we really are like, yeah, things are moving, things are going well, and I can really relate to this reading personally. So I hope that for some of you out there, this resonates as well. You really are starting to see some changes, or you think you've done enough now. So it is a strange, it's sort of saying two opposite things. Have patience, it's coming, but at the same time, don't stop working for it. And then interesting, with the laziness card, I said, tell me more. What is this laziness? Explain. And got the card of totality. And like I said, I can really relate. This card, you see 3 people on a trapeze, right? Totality. And what it means is, with regard to laziness or needing to do more, the totality card says whatever you are doing, focus 100% on it, okay? Whatever task you're doing through your day, give your full attention, don't be distracted. So just like someone on a trapeze, you can see there's that moment where they're trying to grasp hands. That's not the moment to look away, you know, or to space out. So it's saying really focus, give your full energy to every step that you are doing. Now Mercury is still in retrograde, so this is really interesting here for those of you who are into astrology. Give your total attention to what you're doing, and the card says that you will find a new vitality and a new creativity because you are giving it your full, like, loving attention. Almost like the way, you know, a potter would, who's making pottery, or someone who is, you know, doing a very delicate painting. You have to pay attention. It's not something you can do on automatic. So be 100% present, just like the trapeze artist. You're letting go of one thing, you're moving to the next. Your hands are outstretched, but you've got to really be there and focused and seeing what's happening, okay? And just take a breath in with me. So hopefully this will resonate for some of you. I'm going to pull one more card. This is a meditation card, really. They're called Inspiration Cards by Eckhart Tolle. And they give a sort of more deeply spiritual message, having a lot to do with, you know, being in the present. The Power of Now is his most famous book. It talks a lot about presence, consciousness. So this gives you another level of message for this week. So I'm just shuffling that. So patience, and yet just keep going. Keep working steadily. 100%. Don't be distracted by a shiny object here or there. Just do what you know you need to do. Okay, relationships and stillness. That's the back. Okay, so there are different series. This is the series about relationships and stillness, and I'm going to read it to you. When you get when you get attached to objects, when you use them to enhance your worth, concern about things can easily take over your whole life. Concern about things can easily take over your whole life. So are you overly focused on some particular object that you want, like a car or a new outfit or some jewelry or something like that? When you identify with things, you don't appreciate them for what they are because you're looking for yourself in them. Okay, that sounds very Zen. I'm going to read it again. When you get attached to objects, when you use them to enhance your worth, concern about things can easily take over your whole life. When you identify with things, you don't appreciate them for what they are because you're looking for yourself in them. When I get that, I saw like a piece of jewelry. So feeling like, appreciate the beauty of it. There are beautiful objects in the world. Again, like a beautiful bracelet or a ring. There's much beauty in the world, but it's saying don't lose yourself within it or think that because you have that, you're automatically more worthy. To instead, I would say, the flip side, the more positive side of this card is realize that you're worthy without the object. That whether it's some beautiful imagined object that you want in your life, you want a bigger, better, whatever it is, but to realize that it isn't what makes you important, it isn't what makes you special. You're as special before, getting this grand watch or bracelet. Like I said, that's what I keep getting. And it's fine to adorn yourself and to want to look beautiful and bring that beauty into the world. But as I'm getting this card is don't identify with it so much that you are feeling like it's what's going to give you your self-worth. We have to really develop our self-worth from within, intrinsically, just because we're human, because we're divine. We're human and divine. And to just feel that in our bodies and to know that and affirm that. And then if an object comes to us or we get it, it's something beautiful, but we haven't lost ourselves. We haven't lost ourselves in it. So that is the spirit message for this week. I hope that is helpful for some of you who this resonates with. I'm going to close with a chant. This is a chant for peace, and it's a beautiful mantra. I may make a video about it. There is a beautiful chanting video by an Indian doctor. He has a wonderful channel. I'm going to put that as well, and you can hear him chant it. He chants it for about an hour. And the chant I'm going to do is Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. It is a chant often used for world peace. That's the concept, but what it also does is around you builds a buffer of peace. Your whole life can start to flow more smoothly. And again, depending on your karma and other factors in your life, it may take many, many months of repetition, or for you it may take days. It depends, as I said, on your karma, on where you are right now. It's like if there is a mirror. We're all like a beautiful, bright, clear mirror, but there can be a lot of dirt over the mirror. So we start cleaning it off. And this mantra is a way of cleaning off the dirt and getting to that purity. So I'm going to just chant it a few times. Om Namo Narayanaya. 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 a beautiful and blessed week. If you would like to work with me, there are various ways to do that. Check the links below the video, and namaste. Bye-bye. Give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that, or leave a comment or question. Bye-bye now.